Ready? Vamos a romper esto. Here we go, my people. I'm here finally with Jomar Concepcion. Concepcion, yeah?
Yeah.
My brother, man. This guy, I've been wanting to have a meeting with this guy. I've been wanting you guys to meet this guy. This guy is amazing leader, amazing friend. I love that you are genius. You're really smart, brother. Like, you had like a big dream. Tell me a little bit about Jomar Concepcion, the friendly home group. Tell me a little bit about you, man.
Yeah, man. No, thank you. I'm glad we finally got to do this, man. It's been a long time coming. So my name is Jomar Concepcion. My sister and I, she's not here today, but we run the Friendly Homes Group team. We just started this team about 4 or 5 months ago in June, right as we switched to a brand new brokerage as well. But I've been a real estate agent for 5 years. I'm a COVID realtor. Before that, I was in the hotel industry. I moved down to Orlando to be working still in the hotel industry, and then boom, the world shut down. So the world shuts down, and I say, okay, I got to do something else, right? So I go get my real estate license, and the first 6 months, it was like, I don't know, man, this is hard. Yeah. I have no friends here, no neighbors. I can't meet my neighbors. I don't have family. I have nothing down here. So I get into real estate, then I join this team, and I join a gentleman named Carlos German with EXP. Absolutely love Carlos.
Say hi to Carlos.
Yes, Carlos, shout out to you. Love you, man.
To you, man.
So I go on his team, and for a few months, I'm not even on his team. I just go to EXP. And for a few months, I'm just kind of by myself or whatnot. And then I joined his actual team. And then from there, everything just changed. It was that catapult that I needed to be able to go from zero to something.
Got it.
And that something was, a pretty substantial something as far as track record and sales and reviews and confidence and working transactions. Aside from that, obviously financially, it was good too, but all of the things that a new real estate agent needs to be able to kind of kickstart their career, I was able to get there with Carlos German and his team. So, fast forward from there, as I spent a couple of years on the team, and we'll talk about this later, but we were mainly on Zillow Flex leads on the team. And over time, it was it was a lot of work. I felt like I was growing, but the commission checks were kind of staying the same, because there were so many splits. There was a Zillow Flex, the team, the brokerage, all of these different things or whatnot. So I thought, hey, it's time to step out of out of my comfort zone. It's time to go and grow. So at this time, I said to myself, okay, I'm going to leave the team. And I'm going to try something new. And the first thing that I tried was to go into a way of marketing where it was like doing mailers and calls and cold calling and all of these different things.
The regular things that normally people told you that, hey, this is how it works.
100%. Yeah. Real estate, like pre-COVID. You know what
exactly.
I mean? Yeah, like pre-COVID, this is
basic,
fantastic.
the foundation, going
right.
back
Open
to
houses,
exactly.
all of these different things. And I did that for 6 months. And I was bored out of my mind. And I thought to myself, there is no way, bro, that I could do this forever.
I got it.
And so then I got to give a ton of credit to my brother. He's like, yo, why don't you try this YouTube thing?
Oh, it was your brother?
It was my brother. Wow. Yeah, and he doesn't even work with me or nothing. At the time, he kind of did. But he was like, hey, man, I'm on YouTube all the time. And I'm starting to see realtors on there. And I'm starting to see other businesses be able to talk about something, but then sell whatever it is that they sell. So I said, you know what? I'll try it. But it took me some time because I had fears. I was afraid of judgment. I was afraid of what I would say. I was afraid of what I would look like. So I had all these fears in my mind, right? But eventually started it, and we'll talk some more about fears and stuff like that later. But and long story short, it's been about 20 months of doing YouTube and then some Instagram and TikTok. And in that time frame, about 18 months ago, my sister joined. So we were a team together. And then we've started our team this year. And now we just have so many great things happening.
And they are crushing social media. I need to say, guys, these people are doing amazing. Not only your content is amazing, you guys are consistently always, Instagram is, I see you guys, Instagram is always on point, always with the right information, right product. I need to say it, man. You guys are crushing it. Another thing that I really love about your team is that you guys support each other so much.
100%.
Every time you post, someone else reposts, the other one reposts too. And that's what people are looking for. People are looking to see, okay, this guy had knowledge. This guy had the right product. Not only that, this guy had the right people around him. That's super important because everything that Jomar just mentioned is the reality about real estate. When you start that new career, that first month that you are completely lost.
Yep.
Everybody gonna tell you, you need to do cold calling, you need to do this. And the reality, guys, is multiple ways. It's a lot of diversity outside there that you can generate lead. Do something that you love. Do something that you really have passion about. Jomar, every time I see your video with your sister, the energy, the way that you guys connect to each other, tell me a little bit how you end working with your sister, because me personally, I love seeing you guys in camera.
I appreciate it, man. It's one of the biggest blessings in life. I can't even explain it. This was an idea when I first started real estate. This was like a very loose idea, and it took 4 years for it to come to fruition. And I couldn't have imagined it to come in a better way or happen like in just a better way whatsoever, because we live together. You know, I have an in-law suite house, so she lives in the in-law suite. She busts down my door every single day.
With that said, that video that you guys are promoting, that she live with you, it is a real thing.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing, guys. That's why you guys need to follow these people on YouTube. They killing it too on YouTube. I didn't know about that. I thought that was just a social media.
Like a skit.
Yeah.
There was a lot of confusion,
That's
but it is
badass.
exactly the same. Her door is right here, my door is right here. We have a video that went very viral on TikTok.
Nice.
And I walked out and I said, "This is my house." And my sister walks out and she says, "This is my house." And 10+ million views, blase, blase. But we do live together. Every single morning, she comes through the door and makes her coffee and says, good morning. And we start our day. And we usually end our day by saying good night 12 hours later. You know what I mean? Like whether we're working or not working, it's like almost not a day goes by where we're not together. And it's the most beautiful thing because so I'm 4 years older than she is. You know, we grew up very close. You know, and then I graduated high school and I kind of went my way. Then she graduated, she kind of went her way. And we spent about a decade more not really being around each other that much, you know? But then she moves over and we start working together and we just have this, what I know it is, and it's an unspoken rule that we have between her and I.
I want to know about this, guys.
It's not even like, it's not a handshake agreement. It's not we've talked about it. It's just that we genuinely respect each other. And she's my younger sister, but I don't treat her like she's a child. And I'm her older brother, but she doesn't, when we do things together, we don't treat each other like with any kind of disrespect. We don't treat each other, if there's anything that frustrates us, we're mature enough to just walk away. I'll give you an example. She doesn't even know this. The other day, we were at Pulte, Everby, and we were filming the new...
shout out to Pulte.
Shout out to Pulte. Love Pulte. We were filming one of the houses with the apartments above the garage.
Got it.
You know, and we just got back from California. Lenny's on fire. Like, my sister went to California and came back a changed woman.
The energy was
you know how
high.
it is when you go to those things, bro.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's on. We're doing our first TikTok live at a community, and she is like on fire, just going around on TikTok filming. We have like almost 300 people watching this on TikTok live.
I love it, guys.
It's insane. And so I come up and I'm like saying something, and she kind of got a little snarky with me, and she said, "All right, well, just move this way then." And I said, "All right," and I walked away. I didn't love the way she said that.
Yeah.
But I walked away, went to the car, and I was like, "Hey, listen, I'm not gonna crap on her parade.
No.
She's hella excited right now. She is more motivated than she's ever been, and in her mind, it was probably a joke, and maybe I just took it the wrong way. So we left it at that. And I didn't need to bring it up because I know that my sister doesn't have any bad intentions toward me. So I said to myself, maybe I just took it the wrong way. Boom, that's it. So that's the kind of relationship that we have, bro.
Oh, no, you guys had an amazing relationship. I love to see you guys together, the energy.
And we don't argue, bro. We've never argued one time in a year and a half.
I love it, man. I love it because it's hard. I work with my wife.
I think that maybe that's a little harder.
It can be
you know
tough.
What I'm saying?
Yeah. We had different. Sometimes she had a different vision, But at the end of the day, when we really connect and we are in the right track, good things are always happening.
100%.
100%.
The power of aligning, like
Yes.
the energy
Yes.
and the direction of two different people, or three or four or five or six people in one direction, absolutely incredible, bro.
Hell yeah. Jomar, tell me a little bit. When you decide, okay, now your career is coming, you find out about social media. Social media, I feel in your videos, I can feel your passion about what you do in social media. What was the point that you say, you know what, now I want to be a leader. Now I had this responsibility, I had this knowledge, I want to pass this knowledge to someone else that maybe need exactly like I needed a few years ago. When was that moment that Jomar say, I want something different?
Absolutely. So backstory on me, I spent my 20s producing music, DJing, traveling around, also working at the same time, children, but it was a very misguided, kind of seemed like time of my life. I always knew I wanted to do something great. I always knew I wanted to lead people, but I was not I was not ready for that at any point in my 20s whatsoever. It wasn't until I turned 30 years old, I had my third son, started looking at life a little bit differently. And a lot of personal changes started to happen because the passion that you see in my videos and the leadership and things like that, it is very hardly tied to real estate. I'll be honest with you, like my passion within real estate is my passion of helping people. That's it. I don't care. I don't know if you see our sold signs, and I don't think you do this either, but I don't care for people to know how much money that house was worth. I don't care for none of that.
I think that's how we connect.
Right.
Like, we had this similar vision about what is success, what we want in life.
Right.
We had similar story. I was completely lost between 20 and 35, my 35 years old. And I always know that I want something bigger.
Yes.
I always know that I can create an impact in other people's life, but I was lost. And that's why I connect with you so much.
Absolutely,
Keep
bro.
going, brother.
Absolutely, bro. And that's the way that God works, man. Like you want something, but you have to sacrifice. I had to sacrifice something that I really love, bro. I thought I was gonna be DJing for the rest of my life at Tomorrowland, at EDC, at Ultra Miami, all of these different things.
Because you were successful as a DJ.
Yes.
Jomar was successful, and that was your first passion.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Just exactly like me. Basketball was my first passion. Letting basketball to now to get a new vision, a new way. How'd that go? Tell me how.
So it was very hard. It was very hard, but God knows how to just make things happen. I would not give it up. I would not give it up. And there was still all of this turmoil, internally and quietly. I never, no drugs, no alcohol, no addictions, no, thank God I was never, I never saw like a dark alley. It was always just, I wasn't in the light alley, in the right alley. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't exactly where I wanted to.
Living life, what people tell you is living life.
Right.
Trying to figure out yourself, trying to figure out who I am as a man, because we going through all that stages and we don't talk about it as a man. But yeah, we go through stages that as a man, you don't know who you are. And you want to become someone, but you don't know. And it's just a process.
It's a process.
It's a journey.
It is a journey, and it is a journey that we all have to go through. If you can go through this journey spiritually with the help of, of God or the universe, whatever your alley is, but also if you can have the right mentorship, people that will help you avoid a lot of those missteps that you might take. But it's very important. So I'm not letting go. I'm not letting go and of my DJing career, and my life instantly changed the moment I was willing to sacrifice something that I thought was for me, and the moment I was willing to let in what God had for me. You know what I mean? And it was very hard for me to admit that at first, because my pride was saying,
ego as what you want, your personal goals, and this was my goal. I was not expecting this goal.
Exactly. And also your vision is so small when you're just thinking for yourself, by yourself, with yourself. Your vision is very, very small. You can't imagine the endless possibilities. Someone once said to me, if you think God can't provide that for you, then you're greatly misunderstanding the power of this great God. Like
100%.
God created the universe. You know what I mean? And you're asking for a good career.
Yeah.
Out of all 8 billion, you think God can't give you that? You think God can't give you a happy family? You think God can't give you all of these tiny things when he created the sun, when he created the moon, when he created Saturn and Pluto and Earth and all of these other things? If you want to underestimate God, then you are the fool.
And sometimes we are, in the past, I was a fool. I believe
too.
everybody.
Yeah.
I think so. Every process from everyone is completely different. I always tell people. Someone asked me a couple of days ago, bro, I see you trying to change yourself. You're trying to be a better person. And he asked me, what really happened? What was the beginning of that process so you really want to change? And in my case, guys, I remember writing, I want this in life, I want this, I want this.
Such a powerful thing.
And I put it, and I put timelines. I want this to happen in this timeline. And Jomar, just like you say, this was my goal in that stage of my life. And I'm not really patient. With that say, be patient for me is something, and have faith, something that I need to practice and I have discipline. But I stay with my goals and I say, you know what? I will have faith and I believe, I will pray for this to happen.
Yep.
And guess what? I not only got my goals done, I got 3 times better.
And that's the beauty of it.
And then how you ask me, why you looking into learn more about Jesus and get more intimidated with my connection with the Lord? And I say, why not? I got everything that I asked in the past. How you gonna tell me not to believe when everything that I got right now, I pray my need, and now I see it. I had a beautiful wife, beautiful daughter, you had a beautiful family. Bro, you're an amazing leader, because we're gonna talk about that. This guy, as a leader, me and you connect in one way. We look for something different that other leaders outside are looking. Everybody want the success, the money, the numbers. Me and you, when we talk at the beginning, we say we want to impact other people's life. We want to grow as a person. We want to work as a personal development. We always been in communication.
Always.
And that's what I love about this guy, guys. We need more leaders. We need more people that want to do the right thing. People are expecting, the government need to change the society. Religion need to do something for society. But what about us? How we start as a human being? You say we have so many beautiful things in work. How we start? How Jomar start as a leader and say, you know what? I will change other people's life. How do you change people's life in your team? Because you had an amazing team. Tell me a little bit how it started and how it is to be a leader and impact your team in every single day. Because I know daily they come.
Oh yeah,
Some
absolutely.
days the motivation is high, some days you feel like, the energy is low. And as a leader, you need to know how to deal with that. How you normally do it?
By becoming the best version of myself.
100%.
Because this world needs more leaders and less teachers.
Yep.
Everyone's teaching somebody something. Everyone's, saying, hey, this is how you do it, but not leading by example. Or they're saying, or people that are, team leaders or blah, 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 that are, their bosses or whatnot. They're teaching by grading. You know what I mean? Hey, here's these 10 things you need to do. If you do 9 out of them, you get a 90 out of 100 on this, right? And so they're just looking at metrics and KPIs and all these other random acronyms that people are, all these businesses have or whatnot. But there's people on the other side of that. You know what I mean? Like, I work on myself every single day, not because I just want to be the best person in the world. No. I want to become the best version of myself so the people that are around me, first and most importantly, my spouse, my children, my family, and then from there, my colleagues, my team, and then my friends, I want them to be able to look at me and say, whatever he did in his life or whatever he's doing in his life, I want to do that in my life. Not for me to sit on a high horse and take you out to dinner and be like, hey man, this is what I'm doing, this is what my life is, blah, 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 blah. And then tomorrow you make me angry and now I break, and now all of a sudden, everything I told you last night, be peace, keep your mind at peace, be good with your word, don't take things other people say personally, all these things. I just told you that last night, like, hey, this is what you need to do. But then the next day, I'm breaking all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there is a lot of that. There's a lot of leaders that are telling people, hey, be good, be blah, 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 blah. But they're out there cheating on their spouse when they go on the company trip. Or as soon as something goes wrong, they're the first ones to slam the clipboard down on the table and show all these crazy emotions. Leading people. We want to lead people. And not my agenda. I don't want people to be like me.
No, you are a sample of how to be a leader, but
be yourself.
Be yourself.
Be the
and
best
I'm here
version.
to support your vision and your goals.
Absolutely. And that's what we should all do, right? I don't live in your brain, bro. Me and you relate with so much, and we're having this same sit-down session right here, but we're both having very different thoughts. We both have very different things that have happened earlier in the day, earlier in the week, very different things coming up.
And I can react completely different than you react and all these things, normal.
Right, and we're different people, bro. Your ambition in real estate, while we share a lot of things in common, there's a different end game for you than there is for me,
100%.
right? So there's no point in me pushing my vision on you because your vision works for you, for your family, for your wife, for your children, for your team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we talk about our brokerages and stuff like that, and we have conversations and we have them for a long time, and then we leave it at that because we have that respect.
And we always listen to each other, we educate each other, we never talk about, he never talked bad about my broker, never talked bad about his broker. I always tell him, I like what your broker is doing. He told me, I like what your broker is doing. Because at the end of the day, just like you say, leaders, you say, we're in the business of relationship. Create relationship with realtors.
Right.
Stop. I hate every time to go that I'm going to a network event, that I hate it, by the way, but it's part of the business. You ask me, oh, what broker are you?
Right. What does it matter?
Exactly.
What's my name?
It's no matter, guys. What's my name?
What's my name?
What is my knowledge? How can I help you? How can you help me? How can we be around people that make us better? It's
Absolutely.
Relationship. Two brokers. He's in one broker. I am in a completely different broker. I respect him and he respects me. We talk. We
have lunch. We have phone
have
conversation.
Fun, we have planning. We plan to do projects together.
Yeah.
Even that he's in another broker, because at the end of the day, relationship matter. I feel good working with him. I feel good having nice conversation, deep conversations like this, because everybody in real estate want to talk about numbers. And numbers are not important. You can make all the numbers in the world. You can make all the money in the world. You die tomorrow, everybody's gonna kill each other for your money.
Yep.
And everybody's gonna be continuing their life completely happy. But when you create an impact in other people's life, you die, and that becomes a cycle. Because that person is gonna help someone else.
Absolutely.
And that person is gonna help someone else. With that said, guys, I love it, bro. I love what you do, man.
Likewise,
you need more
bro.
people like
Likewise.
Jomar. Jomar, how do you see yourself? What is the vision for you, for your team, for your sister? How do you see yourself, your company? Because I know you guys are in a new company that is growing super fast. What is that vision for Jomar?
It's huge. It's huge. But it's not huge for me, it's huge for all of us, right? For all of our people, everybody that is involved now, and the people that are going to be involved down the road as well. The vision really is to develop in the real estate side, have our real estate team, obviously, and that's going to be a core group of people. It's not going to be something that, at least in today's vision, that can change tomorrow, but a good core team of people that are truly about servicing their clients, providing value, providing great service, being a great partner during the real estate transaction and after the real estate transaction as well. People that are committed to absolutely providing value, because I feel like, and I know that this is the case in so many different industries, most people in our industry are here to take as much as they can and give as little as they can. And a great example of that is people that are consistently purchasing leads. You're taking as much as you can, but what value are you providing to the general public
100%.
whatsoever, other than showing houses, writing contracts, showing houses, writing contracts? Are you educating people? Are you showing people what it's like? Are you giving people the hope? Matter of fact, bro, we have I'm sorry that
No,
we
you're
have a
good.
transaction here with Amy where this lady is literally crying on the phone and emails and messages to one of our agents because she took the time to find her something that she didn't think was doable. That's what we're in for. So that's the big goal with the real estate team. But go ahead.
No. And I agree. We was talking about this. When I meet Jomar, something that clicked between me and him, 2 years ago, we had this conversation 2 years ago in an open house, and he told me, I believe in organic lead. I believe in create my own lead. We talked about it 2 years ago.
100%.
And a day like today, we see what's going on in the news. We see what's going on with CeeLo. We see all this big suit that is coming. And just like you say, and I was talking before about this, I get frustrated sometimes because I know the service that I provide. I sit down with people, I educate you. I'm trying to give you the best experience, and I'm trying to pass your expectations.
Exactly.
I'm trying to put you in a situation that you're financially healthy, because see, I keep creating a connection, a relationship with you, I can do business with you again in the future. But see, I don't educate you. See, I don't teach you. See, I don't care about what kind of business or what kind of transaction at the end of the day you're gonna get from me. I'm killing that referral. I'm killing that because I see it. I see it all the time. Like, people only do transactions for money. And at the end of the day, you hurt your brand, you hurt your clients, and you really hurt real estate.
The
industry.
Why?
Because something that me and you talk, because me and you, Omar, we share the same passion. Industry is important. This is a beautiful industry.
It really
this
is.
industry changed life, guys.
Yep.
I see it multiple ways. I see people coming to this business completely shy, become leaders, confident, multimillionaires, impacting other people's lives, changing other people's lives. How you don't want to take care of this, guys? We need to take care of business. We need to take care of real estate first. Then we take care of everybody else.
100%. And we also are taking care of clients who are trusting us to make the biggest transaction of most of their lives.
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? So that's very important. So yeah, bro, team-wise, I want to get, to a point where we have a great team. I don't care to, I'm not in competition with any of these big teams, blah, 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 blah. Hey, if we can help 100 families a year and everybody on my team is happy, their kids are happy, they're going to football games, cheerleading practice, they can drop their kids off at school, they can take off Sundays and go to church. If that's what our capacity is to be able to have a ideal lifestyle personally as individuals, then so be it. That's our capacity. The moment I find myself having to push my family and my agents' families, having to push them out of their happiness for us to hit a bigger number, we know we've hit our ceiling.
And now you know why I align. I align with people that had the same mentality that I have. Family is the number one thing. I always see people that are really successful in this business, that they talk about numbers, they talk about how successful they are, but they don't talk about family. Every time I talk to you, we talk about family. I always see you on vacation. I always see you with your kids. And the more important part, and I think so you are doing it, we both are doing it right now. I see that your family see you as an inspiration. They see you as he don't only change my generation, he changed the way that I act, the way that my habits, the way that I see myself. And people think that you need to be successful, you need to be famous to impact other people's life, but you.
I used to think that too. But again, when you're living a life that is not aligned with your higher purpose, you feel like you have somewhere to be in order to be
Yes.
something today.
Yes, 100%.
And you don't. You don't, you know? I'll quickly, just so we can close that one
of
off, as
course.
far as the vision, you know, and then the vision is to be a leader in our state for our young brokerage that I'm in, Realty of America. I want to become a leader in this state because
You will.
and you're right, bro. And I know that I will, and I say that very humbly. I know that I will because I know what I want to use that for. I don't want to use that again to get rich. I want to use that to be able to get in impactful places, to be able to speak in front of people, to be able to lead people, to be able to coach them and show them that while you work your butt off, you can also simultaneously become a great person. You know what I'm sick and tired of hearing when I go to these conferences and networking events and stuff like that?
Tell me.
Not sick and tired of hearing, but I want to prevent, is you'll have the guy that comes up or the gal that comes up, and it happened within the first 30 minutes of me being at a conference in California. It happened. One lady, one young woman, bro, she's maybe 28, 27, 28. And she's talking about how she was going so hard on TikTok and her business was blowing up. And then she jokes around and she's like, I work so much and I work so many hours a day that now I'm separated. Boom, number one. The second one that comes up, this guy, the number one team in California 3 years in a row. Number two last year. Great speaker. And I loved his message, but he went through what I'm also hoping to help other people not go through. And he said, I was making millions of dollars. I had the number one team in California. I had all the partnerships that I ever wanted. I had Zillow, I had Redfin, I had Realtor.com. I had it all. I had the big house. I had the cars. I had all of these other things. He said, but I didn't know my son. And I had never in my life been more anxious or depressed at the same time, because all they were working on was the material things. So I'm so passionate about changing who you are as a person, because what people don't understand is that, a lot of people don't understand is that when you're born to your parents, and your parents' decisions for the first 5, 12, and 18 years of your life are incredibly impactful in what happens after you go off on your own into the world. Before you're 5 years old, you don't remember things, blah, 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 but your parents are building your habits.
Yes.
Do you wake up in the morning and brush your teeth? Or do you wake up in the morning and go grab candy? Do you eat whatever you want throughout the day? Or are you on a more, restricted diet to make sure that you're getting the proper supplements in your body? Do you just drink soda and juice and honey buns and blah, blah, blah? Do you have a schedule? Do you go to sleep at night? Do you respect that? Do you respect other people? Is there abuse in the home? Is there physical abuse? Is there alcohol abuse? Is there drug abuse? All of these things are starting to, form your little tiny brain that is so, the word is malleable, that where it's...
Te están maleando, te están convirtiendo en un modelo.
Exactly.
Poco a poco.
Exactly,
Exactly.
right? And then you have the ages of 5 to 12. Now you understand language, and language, it's a contract between two people, right? What is this? A phone. That's an agreement that we have.
Yep.
We have a social agreement where we understand that this is a phone, right? And so now you start to use language throughout your life. This language that you're using it to communicate with other people, but most importantly, you're using this language to communicate with yourself. And so between the ages of 5 and 12, you're starting to form opinions on the world. You're starting to understand the world through language. You're starting to understand the world through your own emotions as well, right? So, and this could happen at different periods of your parents' lives, right? I had my first son when I was 20 years old. His first 4 years, because my youngest one is 4, much different than my youngest first 4 years of his life.
More mature, I believe.
Way more mature, way more present,
More knowledge.
more stable, more knowledge, more wisdom, less ego, you know what I mean? And also a much healthier relationship with mom. You know what I'm saying? So all of these different things, right? And that happens from the ages of 5 to 12. And then from 12 to 18, those years, or from 12 to 18 or so, now all of your reinforcements start to come in and you start to really create what is going to be the foundation for your life on what you believe to be reality. And at this point, you're either going to reinforce what your parents or in society taught you, or you're going to rebel against it. So we as humans, we spend a lot of our life believing in a reality that was installed in our minds.
100%.
You know what I mean? It's like being a computer, and in this computer you install different programs, but me and you both get a new MacBook, and we start downloading programs and setting the background, blah 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 blah. After a while, give it 1 hour, then give it 30 minutes or 30 days, then give it a year. Those two MacBooks, they were identical. But now after a year, they're entirely different. Our algorithms are the same way. All of these different things, and we don't realize that most of what we're thinking isn't what we really want to think. And that's why we have so many different internal conflicts.
Traumas, anxiety, depression, not happy with yourself.
Exactly. And all of this then because we are, all right, bro. And I'm sorry I'm talking so much. I just get so passionate about this because changing your life is something that is just a decision. And once you make that decision, then you get to go on the journey. And the journey is the reward, not where you'll be, not when you do change your life. I haven't changed my life like in all of the ways that I want to change my life. But I'm in the process. And this, bro, these conversations and these experiences with somebody that I share a lot of common interests with, that I see as a great person that is trying to become an even better person, this is the reward.
Yes.
Not where me and you are gonna be when we're 75 years old, smoking a cigar in an island. You know what I'm saying?
Bahamas or
where the end is almost here. This is the journey, bro. And so most people don't realize that we are our subconscious and our conscious mind. We are programming it to project our physical reality. If you don't think about us being on this podcast, then this podcast doesn't happen, right? If you remove, and the only way that we're perceiving this actual physical reality is through our five senses. If you were laying down on a bed and somebody took away your smell, your taste, your vision, your touch, and your feelings, you're in a void. You're in a black void.
With that said, going back to that, are you rich?
I am the wealthiest human being that I've ever met.
Me too. I'm free, I'm here, I'm breathing. I'm able to see my friend, I'm able to talk to my friend. Nobody pushed me to be here, nobody pushed me to do something. I'm able to breathe.
Yeah.
I'm healthy.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good, I don't have no pain. Nobody's suffering right now. I'm grateful for this.
Yeah. And that's it, bro. That's it.
I'm grateful for the amazing conversation that I got with this amazing human being. Bro, that was badass.
I got sweaty hands, man. My hands always.
Jomar, let's finish this. It's been a while because I can be talking with you for 8 hours and we can do so many podcasts. We can talk about so much and we can connect with so many visions and goals that we had together. What do you tell a brand new agent that start in this business, is struggling by himself? Imagine the first 6 months of Jomar. Mm-hmm. What advice do you give someone like that? And I believe me and you, we talk that in this business, the first thing that you need to set up is your mindset.
100%.
Tell me, what do you recommend for someone brand new, 6 months?
100%. Two things. The first one is this industry will make you either become the best version of yourself or the worst version of yourself. It's going to happen. And either one, you can make a lot of money, and either one, you can make a little bit of money.
I agree.
But it's going to push out the one of those two sides of you. So I strongly recommend start your journey on becoming the best version of yourself that you can right away. Start reading, start educating yourself. There's YouTube University out there, the best free university in the world. Start becoming the best version of yourself, but more tactical. I would say drop your pride, find a mentor.
Get in a team.
Get on a team.
Get in his team, get in my team. See how is the life?
Yeah.
What kind of taskings do we do? Do we really enjoy it? See what kind of duties are you going to be doing every day? Are you okay dealing with emotions? Are you okay dealing with problems? Because that's exactly what we do. We fix problems. We fix emotion. Are you good guiding people?
Yeah.
Are you good analyzing scenarios?
100%.
Like with that say, get these small skills that are gonna make you successful at the end.
100%.
Anything else you want?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I think that's, to me, by far the most important thing is find guidance, right? Because all right, fun fact. There's 225,000 realtors in the state of Florida, at least people licensed in the state of Florida. That's almost 1% of our population. In comparison, the state of California has almost 7 million more people than Florida, and they have 50,000 less realtors than we do over there, right? Everybody sees these TV shows, HGTV and Selling Sunset and Blase, Ryan Serhant. You know, Ryan Serhant has, he's created a whole different image for what real estate is like, and it works for him, right? But that's not the case for most people, right?
He's super special. He's
Right.
one of the
He's
one.
one of one.
Yeah, one
He's
of
one
one.
of one. One of one. Gotta
And I
give
don't
him-
want to limit nobody, but yeah, know the reality. He's
Right.
one on one.
Right. That's reality TV. But the reality is that this is very hard. And there are different aspects of this business that are hard, right? Lead generation, very, very hard. It's most people's problems is lead generation. And even team leaders have a lot of problems with lead generation because a lot of team leaders are paying for leads. They're not generating them themselves. They're paying a middleman to do the job for them.
Yeah, and this, I love this subject. How you can call yourself a coach? See, half of the job is being done. See, I'm really coaching you. I really want to put my 100% on you because, like you said before, how do you feel when you get all these silo leads? You're working so hard, and you say, "Oh yeah, having transactions." But every time you see your paycheck,
It's It's less than 40%
less
of
than 40%,
and then you got to pay Uncle Sam. You know.
In the reality, you won't feel happy about it. But when you know every single aspect of how to, hey, I'm generating organic leads. I know what is working. And when you do organic lead, and you know your cycle, and you know your systems, when something go wrong, you know how to go back and fix it.
Absolutely.
But when Silo is not working, the only thing that you can do is pray and cry.
And what happens the day that they decide to turn the switch off, like they did to all their premier agents that paid them millions of dollars? They said, "Hey,
that's a hard topic right there."
Now we're doing flex. Sorry, you can't get leads anymore." You know what I mean? Go and learn from someone from a team that is going to teach you how to fish. That's going to teach you also how to fish efficiently. That's also going to teach you how to cook the fish once you catch it. That's also going to teach you how to make sure that you enjoy while you're cooking. All of the, just find somewhere where you're going to be able to go and learn. And I'll tell you, for me, the reason I didn't do it at first was my pride. Oh, I want the whole check. Sometimes, y'all know the saying, sometimes it's better to get 50% of something and 100% of nothing.
And I always believe, for me, my advice for someone young, understand the process and figure out yourself. See you're gonna love this process that you're gonna be going through, or you're gonna hate it. Because if you're gonna hate it, this is not your purpose. Something else. But so you really feel like you're gonna love the process and you're okay living the process day by day, getting a small progress every day, 1% better, 1% better, 1% better, and you're able to be patient with yourself, the results are gonna become natural without you seeing it, because people are confused. You don't get success from nowhere. You need to have some kind of ability, communication, how to manage people, how to network with people, how to communicate, how to connect, how to deal with problems, how to stay calm when things are going bad. And I can say this all day, I'm not perfect. perfect. I am a leader. Sometimes I make mistakes. Sometimes
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't. Sometimes I get frustrated. But my main goal is to be that leader that has all these skills. And now I become a researcher. Now people say, oh, this guy has so many skills that I need, that I want to work with him and only him, because he got something that I don't have that I need.
Yep.
And that's when you become natural, successful. People are going to be like, hey, he has something. He talk different.
You know, it's funny.
He hang out with different people.
What's the word everybody uses? Agent attraction.
Agent attraction is... I use it too.
But agent attraction, but you use it right, because exactly what you're saying right here is what you're offering to people. You're offering something of value. A lot of teams, agent attraction, but it's really, you know, a VA from the Philippines calling a bunch of people, and they're not really offering them much other than to join, you know, come be at the brokerage, right? The second brokerage that I was with after I left EXP, you know, the offer was, oh, we're gonna put you in this and that, blah, 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 blah. I got none of that stuff. You know why I got none of that stuff? Because I wasn't paying the team a split, and I wasn't in the revenue share side of things.
They decide not to give you...
Oh, no. Now I was in some little BS group for like post your listing in there, and that was it.
And don't get me wrong, this is something that I don't want to talk about my company, but I wish can be better. One alliance is better than multiple alliance. Let's be honest. See, we part of the broker that has stock market, and we are owner of stock. Why not sharing all my information? That way the company can be better, the stock market can be better. But again, the ego become like, no, but I want my team to be number one. Mm-hmm. And see, you want this information, you need to be in my alliance, you need to be in my group. At the end, again, we hurt the business.
Man.
Important. Jomar, thank you for your time, brother. I
Likewise,
wish you guys the best. To your team, to your sister, to you, brother. I know me and Jomar, we're gonna do great things no matter what broker we are, just because we had the same vision. We want to impact other people's lives. We want to see people grow. I want to see my team successful. I 100%. See you the same way. And that's it, guys. Thank you for your time. Please like it, share. Jomar, see someone wanna find you in YouTube. What is your YouTube channel? Tell a little bit about
anywhere. The Friendly Homes Group.
The Friendly Home Group, guys.
The Friendly Homes Group.
Look it up. These people are crushing it, and thank you.
See you guys.
That was amazing, bro. That was great, bro.
Thank you, bro.